Ms. Finnell, first off, the obvious question, and I know you've probably just answered it, but the obvious question, what was your reaction to the verdict?
I was very relieved. Very relieved. Seriously, I was very happy for Casey Anthony. I thought it was a just verdict, a good verdict in this case. I think it demonstrated that the jurors really listened closely to the evidence, paid attention to the witnesses, and I thought it was a very fair verdict for everybody.
A number of jurors have started to come out now and said, we didn't necessarily think Ms. Anthony was innocent, but the evidence was just not there. Is this a statement of the fact that when you have a reasonable doubt, that is the legal standard? It's not necessarily innocence or guilt.
Oh, that's absolutely true. That's why the verdict is not guilty. The verdict isn't innocent. And sometimes it's hard to explain to laypersons the fact that there is a burden of proof in a case and that the state has it. And, I've had educated people look at me and say, well, why doesn't someone have to prove their innocence? And can you think how difficult that would be? So, thank God we're in the United States of America where we have this burden of proof. It's the right burden of proof. It keeps people who are innocent from going to jail. And as I indicated earlier, here they just didn't have the horses to bring this case home. It probably shouldn't have been filed. We were actually somewhat hopeful. We were at least minorly optimistic that we had a shot at getting a directed verdict in this case. That's how weak the facts were.
Which means a direct judgment of acquittal.
That's right.
What's your expectation for the sentencing tomorrow?
Well, you're not the first person who's asked me that one either. I hope that Casey Anthony goes home. That's what I hope.
And where does she go, given the fact that there is a good deal of animosity all across the country?
I don't know, but I think between our little group of a defense team here that we're going to find some spot for Casey Anthony. We'll make her safe.
I'd heard there was a quote-unquote escape plan in place. Can you shed any light on that?
I don't have the inside scoop on the escape plan, but anything I can do to help, I'll do it.
Anything else that sticks out in your mind about this trial and maybe the jurors going back to Clearwater and facing whatever they have to face?
Well, I don't think it's fair for anyone to criticize this jury. There aren't any other group of persons who have listened to every smidgen of testimony in this case. Those jurors have given up 2 months of their lives for this case. And everything I saw, they were attentive, they were interested, they were listening carefully, and, based upon what we've heard, this was the right verdict to come back with.
And you expect her to go home tomorrow?
I hope that she does. I've given up on expectations a long time ago, but it's my true hope that she does go home tomorrow.
Okay, Ms. Finnell, thanks so much. I appreciate that.